All this week, we're taking a little extra time just to help you with vision. God has a plan for your life. And when we talk about vision, it's not what we make up in our own heads. It's listening to the voice of God and what are the next steps in God's plan for our life. Already this week, as we prepare for Vision Weekend, I've taught you about the place of vision. I've taught you about the season of vision. Now let me talk to you about how to restart a stalled vision. We find the story in Genesis chapter 13, verse 14 about Abraham's vision being stalled. Then the Lord said to Abram, after Lot had parted from him, lift up your eyes from where you are, north, south, east, and west, and look at all the land that I'm going to give to you. God renews the vision and starts the vision moving again. Now, when God first gave the vision to Abraham and he left the land of his fathers, he left Terah and he set out for the promised land, he moved forward in obedience, partially. Now, within this first stage of the vision, he grew very wealthy. Within this first stage of the vision, he became very prosperous, but the vision stalled. He never saw more talk of God about the land. Now, the vision started again after Lot had parted from him. Now, the thing that stalls a vision and the thing that restarts a vision is disobedience and a return to obedience. I want you to remember with me that Lot was never intended to go with Abram. Genesis 12, verse 1, the Lord said to Abram, leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land I show you. Very clear. But look at verse 24. So Abram left, as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Lot was never supposed to go. Why Abraham took him, we don't know. Maybe because he felt sorry for his nephew whose father had died. Maybe because he did not have a child of his own and he was going to take Lot as his nephew and treat him like a son. We don't know. But whatever his motivation was, it was wrong. God said not to, and he chose to do it. Now, all kinds of trouble began to happen. We find the story in Genesis chapter 13, verse 8 and 9. The herdsmen of Lot began to quarrel with the herdsmen of Abram, and then they divided up, and much to the pain of Abram, Lot showed his true heart in Genesis 13, 10, and 11, and he chose the best part and went away. But the truth of the matter is, once he left, Abram was now again in a place of obedience. Once Lot left, Abram had returned to a place of obedience. After Lot departed, now God speaks to him vision. My challenge to you would be this. What is it in your life that God told you to do or not to do as you started toward the vision and you partially obeyed? Like Abram, you moved toward the promised land. You left the land of your fathers, but like Abram, you took one little piece of disobedience with you. If you will go back and fix that, a stalled vision will again begin to move. Now, sometimes that means there's a relationship that needs to be removed, like with Abram. These are relationships that, we're persistently disobeying about and we want to hang on to, but God said, no, that barkada, those people no longer belong in your life. Maybe it's an attitude. Maybe it's something that you're doing. But whatever it is, get rid of the persistent disobedience and vision will be restored and renewed.